life without you and your radio station and KGUN 9 News and the garbage you spew. Anyway, you have a great day, and thanks for helping out the cause. Keep spewing your garbage. Thanks.
Now, it's time for your rational retreat from irrational.
Sticky.
On 104.1 The Truth, Tucson's News Talk FM.
87 degrees outside. 8 minutes past 9 o'clock for a Wednesday. Katie Pavlich, editor for townhall.com, author of Fast and Furious, will join us on tomorrow's show. Got a lot of candidates coming up in the next few weeks, representatives as well. Ted Vogt should be joining us on Friday's show. But we've got a lot of sheriff's candidates, Pima County Board of Supervisor candidates as well, gearing up for the primary. And we'll be putting that information up on the website at 1041thetruth.com. Somebody sent me photos, and I'll get these up on my Facebook and the John Justice Show page when I get a chance. Unfortunately, despite all the technology that surrounds me in studio, I'm unable to post I don't know why, but like with Windows in front of me, I can't download the pictures. Like it won't let me. It's so strange. I don't understand why. Like I even hit the download button. It does this little waiting, and then it just goes back to looking like it was looking like. But somebody sent me an email with photos of this Marist building. Now this is the building. It's the old Marist College. Adobe brick fire, right? Which we, usually when I think brick fire, I think, wood pizza. I think that's what I go, it's pizza, that's good. But this was Adobe brick, like the tallest one. And it's not very tall. And we found out this is a building made of dirt and mud. Sand and mud, sand and dirt, right? It's owned by the Catholic Diocese here in Tucson. And Regina Romero, city councilwoman, in her infinite wisdom, decided that this was a building that needed saving, so they voted 5-2 yesterday to allocate $1.1 million, and what's supposed to go to help small businesses and rehabilitation of, well, not even rehabilitation, it's supposed to go to help small businesses. A part of it is even supposed to go to help neighborhood enhancements, roads as well. I mean, housing rehabilitation, not some random building. Now, I've shown producer Tony the pictures. Phone screener Ross, are you listening? Can you come in here for a moment? Can you stop what you're doing? I just want to get the. He doesn't need to speak, but I have the photos here real quick. This is the photo of the Marist building here. You ready? So yeah, that's a good looking building there, isn't it? You know what it looks like? And I'll put the pictures up. It looks like, tell me if I'm wrong, it looks like any random building you would see like in Detroit. That's what it looks like. If you saw the picture of this not knowing what it was, you would sit there and go, that looks like, oh, that's probably somewhere back east. That's probably somewhere like in Detroit. It's been vacant. I mean, I'll even give you portions of Los Angeles. You don't look at this building and go, wow, that's got historical significance. No, you go, wow, I understand why people aren't living in it. You think, wow, why haven't we demoed this thing and put in a United Colors of Benetton? Why is this even, it's not even a good-looking building. But I forgot, we're supposed to be atoning for our sins of the past, according to Councilwoman Regina Romero. I'll put the pictures up when I'm at a computer that'll allow me to do so you can check them out on my Facebook page. So, switching gears, I do want to, speaking of atoning for our sins of the past, we're already getting word of the hot toy items for the new holiday season. Have you heard what's making a comeback? And this is not one of those don't call it a comeback, it's been here for years kind of thing. This has not been here for years. And I actually have a rather bizarre connection to this particular item that I'll get to here in a moment. More than a decade after it hit the store shelves, one of the most popular toys ever is planning a return for a second act. It's the Furby. I know. Oh, really? It's Furby. Yeah. the robotic fuzzball who captured the hearts of millions in 1998, scheduled to make its homecoming in stores this fall. Just in time for the holiday season. Just in time for it to annoy parents across this great land by kids that are going to want this little furry plastic talking monstrosity. The Furby's most notable feature is its fur coat. Within the fur are hidden touch sensors designed to help the Furby interact with its playmates. Furby's new lease on life, I actually watched the video of this. This new leaf on life is enhanced with upgraded eyes and ears. It's now got digital ones as opposed to the other ones before. It can gaze into the eyes of its admirer with a pair of backlit LCD eyes that react to sounds detected through a built-in microphone. Furby senses are only two of its interactive features. They developed the Furby app, which allows playmates to interact with the toy using their iPad. The app includes a Furbish translator that helps users decode what the Furby is actually saying to you. Furby does not include a power or mute feature. So you can't... It's like a real life thing that you want to destroy the minute it starts talking to you. And should the Furby fall asleep, a simple nudge will wake it up. If you're fortunate enough to find the 2012 Furby in stores this holiday season, it'll cost you about $60 to take it home. Now, I've got a bit of a history with the Furby because when I first started, true story, when I first started my radio career, I was working for an alternative rock station. I actually left the station and I came back years later. But I was working for this alternative rock station, and I was trying to get into being a DJ. I was interning on the morning show, and the program director just didn't care for me much, and hadn't paid my dues or whatever. So he'd given me some part-time shifts, overnight shifts and all that to do on-air work. But other than that, he didn't give me a whole lot. However, as part of the bits I did on the morning show, we had one of those voice translator boxes. You can mess with people. Well, we made it end up sounding like the Furby. So I created this character called the Furby. So for about, 6 months after this character became popular, all of my solo air shifts I had to do as the Furby. I couldn't do me. It couldn't be John Justice on the air. It was, the Furby is now doing your midnight to 4 a.m., midnight to 6 a.m. shift. Yeah, it was incredibly demeaning to me at an early age in my career, to where my career now is going to be built off of me playing an hugely annoying electronic toy. Thankfully, I was able to break out of that and become the wildly mediocre host that I am now. So, but that was... As a father with a 10 and a 5-year-old, I can say this much: there's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to let my children even become aware that there is a Furby. Every commercial shall be banished from my television, and every time you walk to a store, they shall be shoved by the Furby display. No way. It will not be allowed. Yes. We'll have to pre-screen all the gifts from the parents this holiday season before they... 751-1041 is the phone number. Okay, coming up. Getting back to Pima County, I got a couple of stories for you. We're going to run through this one, though. That's out of the Arizona Daily Star. Yes, it is. 2-year grant showed Tucsonans can collaborate to reduce obesity. Okay. What they are going to try to argue here is that $13 million taxpayer grant that was handed to Pima County to reduce obesity, they're going to try to prove why and how it was successful. I am going to show how they did a bunch of stuff that pretty much accomplished nothing. If the story had included, like, before and after pictures of fat people and kids, I might have given it a little bit of credibility. Get them on a scale. But as we said all along, they would have been much better off just handing people checks to lose money. 9:17 on the John Justice Show. It's 104.1 The Truth, Tucson's News Talk FM.